Hi guys, this is Greg Doyle for Eat Sleep Boxing Repeat. It is prediction time. Fight I want to talk to you guys about takes place this Saturday. It's the main event on the evening and it is for the WBA Continental welterweight title. It is between Conor Benn, who is 17-0, and he takes on Samuel Vargas, who is 31-6-2. Guys, great to be back speaking to you. This fight, I'm really looking forward to it. I believe that it is a very, very testing fight for both guys. One guy looking to progress on in his career, one guy looking to stay at a certain level. Really interesting when you get that kind of matchup because something has got to give. In this video, I will give you a brief background into both guys' most recent fights. I will give you my keys to victory. Finally, I will give you my prediction. So let's start off with Conor Benn. Conor Benn is 17-0. Looked very good last time out against Sebastian Formella. Also went back and watched his fight against the Finnish fella, Cuevalla, where he stopped Cuevalla and looked really, really good in that fight also. Aside from Cedric Pino, you know, Conor Benn's looked really progressive in his career. From a fella who looked as though, well, is he going to get to British level when you've seen his professional debut, to a guy who's went away, grafted, done everything that he's needed to do, worked every ounce of his ability to make himself better. You've got to respect that grind. And I think that the last fight that he had with Sebastian Formella, it set him up in really good stead going forward into this fight on Saturday night with Vargas. But moving on, if we look at Samuel Vargas, good fighter Samuel Vargas. He is, with all due respect, he's that guy before proper world level. You need to beat someone like Samuel Vargas to show that you're at that level. And some of the guys that Vargas has fought, it's ridiculous. It's like he fights anybody. What have we got here? Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Luis Calazo, Amir Khan, Virgil Ortiz Jr. You know, he's just that kind of guy. He'll get in with anyone. He'll fight anyone, and you've got to respect that. So you have, but he's probably been in even with more names than what I've missed out there. But he's a very, very good fighter, Samuel Vargas. If I can very quickly move on to my keys to victory. In this fight for me, it's a hard one. This is probably the hardest bit in this video for me because Conor Benn can punch, but I don't know if he can come out really looking for it. Because Samuel Vargas has fought some really bad guys along the way. He's fought Virgil Ortiz, who knocks everyone out in a couple of rounds. He took Ortiz 7 rounds. So for me, I think that keys to victory for Conor Benn, I would go to the body of Sammy Vargas early. I would give him the respect. I wouldn't go out looking for it straight away. I would box, but box aggressively. Coming up to the middle of the fight, I think I would up the ante and start looking for headshots and power shots and start to force the pace. He's a young and fit boy, Conor Benn, so I don't see any reason why he can't do that. For Samuel Vargas, I feel like sometimes in these videos I say guys need to show their experience. But what I mean by that is they know all the tricks. They know how to make another fighter work hard. They know how to get that extra little bit of effort out of them in the clinches. They know how to frustrate them. I think that Samuel Vargas is going to need to relatively old man Conor Benn in this fight. You know, use all your tricks. Try and come down to Conor Benn's body. Throw a jab in his face. Put him under a lot of pressure. Go forward at Conor Benn. He might not expect you to go forward at him because he's the one that relatively carries the power. Although Samuel Vargas had Amir Khan down. I just believe that he needs to use his experience, jab to the body, and try and force Benn to go a really fast and furious pace and push on in the second half of the fight. But guys, over and on to prediction time. Really good fight. It's a tough one because Conor Benn's been looking really good lately. Samuel Vargas has fought at a ridiculous level and he's fought, with all due respect, better guys than Conor Benn for where he's at in his career at the moment. He had the 7-round loss to Virgil Ortiz. I know Virgil Ortiz is a really, really big puncher, but I just see Conor Benn eventually breaking down and stopping Samuel Vargas if it's over 12 rounds. If it's over 10 rounds, I think that Conor Benn might be content to win on points. But my prediction for this Saturday, Conor Benn versus Samuel Vargas, is for Conor Benn to win in the second half of the fight or on a points decision. Guys, Greg Doyle, Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat. Please subscribe down below. Check out all of our social platforms, and I will be back to speak to you guys again soon. Thank you.